Alright, hello and welcome to your demo review there, Hop and anyone else that might be watching this video. So now I'm going to go over the basic fundamentals of CS with you and kind of see where you're at on, the skill level of Counter-Strike. So let's go ahead and start watching this demo on Mirage. You're starting on T side, so we're going to go into the pistol round. So first thing you do is you buy armor. So, good standard buy. Usually you want someone to buy smokes, flashes to get out on the site, but it's a pug, and people usually just rely on their aim and just run and gun. Especially with the Glock, that's really possible. So let's get started and see what you guys do. And it looks like you guys are going towards A. Walking towards A, kind of just waiting to take contact. You guys get spotted. That would kind of be the cue to go rush out. But it looks like they just want to take the aim battle as your teammates. Just keep going. You're kind of worried about the flank. All your teammates really die. You run out. You goosh that guy, or maybe he's already lit. Okay, decent crosshair positioning. You're constantly keeping at headshot level, or as best as you can, and I really like that. It's a really good positive. A lot of newer players or lesser skilled players, right, don't really do that much. So good on you for doing that. Shows at least some understanding of the game, kind of where you're supposed to be positioning yourself. So CZ light armor, not bad. You save some money with it. The only thing is you are one shot killed to most guns. Good trade. Okay, I don't know how I feel about switching to the other CZ there. It's the same thing. Except for maybe the 6 more bullets. You pick up the gun. Boom. Alright, so 3v4 positioning. One of your teammates is really lit. The other guy's lit as well. But as we can see right here, that their scouter's lit, and they have one guy that has about 60 HP. So this is going to come down to really how well you can trade out your teammate ahead of you, because he's going to die instantly. Now your teammate on A should be making noise, so he causes some rotations, but he's not. He's kind of just backing up, and it's going to be late to the rotate, so he's going to be baiting you guys pretty hard. Nice kill. What that guy's doing there still, I'll never understand. So now it's a 3v2 situation. I wouldn't plant here. The reason why I wouldn't plant here is because they're more than likely going to come market, and it's a really easy lineup, as we can see through the market window, that guy can shoot you from. Just playing default to the left side is really good. It plants it for apartments, and it's just a lot safer to plant there, because even if the guy's empty pillar, and the reason why you're not planting in the left side is because he could be empty pillar. Even if he's empty pillar, he's still going to wide peek far enough to where he can see you planning in this position, as well as you're just exposing yourself to unnecessary angles. Just keep that in mind next time you're planting the bomb. So boom, 3v1. This guy, could be up cat, could be in market, don't know. He hasn't made any noise. You're kind of pre-aiming the apps when your teammates are ready there. You don't have to. Pre-aim to the right, constantly look at this angle. You don't have to look to the left at all, because you have a teammate default, so he's not going to come cat up that way. The only way he can come is straight ahead and to your right, and so pre-aiming right's always best. And you look at the trade, that's an M4 there. And, a good anti-eco round, good force-up round. So you get full armor, you get full grenades. I like that a lot. A lot of people don't buy up the grenades because they don't really like utility, because they don't understand the point of it. So I'm happy to see that you're doing that. So you should at least expect pistol armor. It looks like your teammates want to go out towards A. They get one pick. Got pushing. You're just coming out, planning. Teammate CT. Good fake. Teammate kills them. You could probably come into the plant there. Don't have to really smoke out or throw nades. Looks like you need key binds. Looks like you're just quick switching with the scroll wheel. I'm not sure if I'm right or wrong, but that's just what it looks like. So, investing in learning how to use grenade binds. That way you can quick switch instead of having to scroll the wheel through everything. That's a lot better. A lot faster, a lot more efficient. So let's just go through this real quick. Eco rounds, not really important. Either they're going to punish you for doing something stupid or they're not. It looks like they're forcing up here. So this is going to be an interesting round. Most of them have rifles and low utility, and as you can see, that guy had a rifle. If you can see on your teammate's screen, And so, you know, they kind of forced up here. So let's just kind of see what's going on. You know, there's a guy in your default firebox area. You just saw a guy jungle. Take that battle. You know, walking into that battle might not be the best. Crouch peek into it maybe might be a little bit better. But yeah. And so you guys are just you guys are just out aiming them right now. There's nothing they can do. It's just you guys are on a different skill level for now. Who knows what happens later into the game. But I definitely keep running out that momentum and just trying to take as many aim battles as possible until they start building their confidence. Again, just fast forwarding, you know, just eco rounds. Either you're going to kill them all or they're going to make a play on you somehow. Okay, we're coming to another buy round here. As we can see, they're doing a double op setup. You can kind of expect, since they're, you know, they're approaching that max loss bonus, they're going to have some decent guns. So at least all M4s, and as we can see, 2 ops. So I don't know how I feel about your crosshair being positioned here. Looking into the stairs, right? Because, you know, their head's going to be shown first if they're coming up the right side or the left side here against the wall. But if they're coming up against the right side and they walk up and they start going across your screen, you're going to be able to react to them a lot faster. And so positioning your crosshair here is not good. Positioning in between maybe the bars or on the right bar to the right of it, and you know, just getting ready to aim there, because they're just going to come across, and you know you have a lot more time to react than they will. And besides, you're not really aiming at head level, so just keep that in mind next time you're holding this angle. No real reason to keep your crosshair there. So there you go, a little bit better because you might be able to see the tip of their head if they come up the left side. You're saying yes to your teammate. Teammate's able to entry out in the B, and he knows where the second guy's at. He saw him under. You hear him running cat. You guys are all kind of bunched up there. And you guys are like, you know, chickening out. You guys look like you really don't know what you're doing. And so now, instead of it being like a 4-on-4, and you guys just storming that one guy on B site, now it's a 4-on-2. So that round could have easily been won because you guys can catch up before the rotates come. The next thing, that flash really does nothing. If the guy's on balcony, he already would have peeked when your teammate was pushed up shooting the guy cat. And I doubt there was any time for him to really get up there without you guys seeing. So that's kind of a waste of a flash. Throwing out the window is a lot better. Or, you know, through the window towards cat or towards gel. Any one of those would have been better than the flash you just threw. Because it's only going to flash the guy on balc, and it's highly unlikely he's not there. Okay, so let's go into the next gun round. You guys have a decent economy still. You guys should be able to buy for at least maybe even the rest of the round if you guys keep losing. But working ramp. Your teammate smokes middle site. Be able to get out. You saw that flash come from the site area. It could be triple, could be default. As we can see, they're at both spots. So you know, pre-aiming, getting on top. You see that's clear, right? The molly's there, so you start looking at default. I like that. You know, there's a guy triple. You just saw a flash come from default, so you know there's 2 guys there at least. Now let's just see how you react to this. So you definitely know he's there. So now it comes down to kind of what your read is. Like, how can you get this guy? It could be default, could be fire, could have fell back triple. You're not really watching your teammates the stairs looking towards jungle, and it could be under balc. So these are the things that should be running through your mind when you see a smoke like this and your teammate just lost a battle there. So your first thing you got to do is, you know, peek CT and triple and kind of see if he's there or not. And then, you know, clear under balc. And then, you know, hopefully he's not in a crossfire with his teammate. And because you're kind of slow to take action here, you're kind of just chilling at Tetris this entire time. The God Killer's teammates are able to work picks on your 2 teammates, right? That was connected in like the mid or something like that. And now you're down to a 3v1. While it's definitely winnable because 2 of them are lit, you definitely could have taken a more proactive approach in trying to kill this guy that was default earlier. As soon as your teammate dies, you know, walk up and try to get him because you know the rotates are going to be coming. You killed one, you killed another guy somewhere else on the map, and they're kind of the CT should be kind of confused on where you're going to go. They're probably going to start leaning towards A and rotate one guy over from B. So you definitely want to try to kill this guy default before the guys rotate. But because you're so slow, now you're stuck in a really bad position. Able to get that kill, and that guy's just able to get you. Unlucky. Because these are some of the things that need to be going through your mind when when you're playing Counter-Strike. Some people can just do it naturally, right? And they just run out and just go when they think the timing's right. Some of these people, like me, have to kind of think about it and know when the timing's right. Alright, you're able to get the kill. You know the other guy was like towards bench or towards like backside. Teammate's able to kill him. And so now it's a 3v3 situation. You have grenades. You can smoke off door. You can smoke off window. And you're not really using that utility right now. Like throwing this utility early into the, when the bomb goes down, it will delay them for at least 15, 16 seconds. They don't want to push through the smoke. What if there's a guy waiting? Especially in a 3v2 advantage, just throwing that smoke might be a deterrent for them to say, hey, they smoked me off. I don't want to go through this. There's only 2 of us. There's 3 of them. Let's just fall back and save our weapons. But now, as we can see, you didn't smoke it off. The CTs are on the site. They're trying to go for this win instead of trying to save. Now that guy dies. This guy should try to save and try to get out as fast as possible, but he doesn't. It's whatever. But if you do smoke it, there's a good chance that they don't even push into the site. And, you don't risk losing the round. But obviously, they still lose it, even if they do push into the site, because, your teammate catches killing them with the op. Going A, you should know it's an eco round. They lost a couple rounds in a row. Or 1 round in a row after having low guys live these 2 rounds, right? Their economy's not going to be the best. Boom, clear sandwich. Nice. That's a bad CT smoke, but I mean, there's 2 guys left, and one of them was like towards B. And now where both of them kind of were at. Window and B. Good kill. And just gotta find the last guy with the op. He's dead. Another eco round. Just quickly go through this again. Good try. Okay, now we're coming to another gun round. So you decided to op. I mean, no one mollied the connector, so that guy's just able to get a free pick on you. Nothing you can do with that except having one of your teammates molly it in the beginning. Like, you come late, right? So you expect one of them to molly it. They don't. You die. So, ramps open, they're ecoing, they have really bad buys, kind of expecting to push through. So your teammate's doing a lot of work, or a decent amount of work, I should say. So he falls back. I would actually follow him. And actually, you might be able to... Oh, okay, see, they don't know where you're at. They just killed the guy that killed their teammate in Palace because he was running away. And you kind of just throw your molly, and then that kind of gives away your position. When your teammate dies, and he gets a kill like that, I just say try to walk out and try to make a play. Because as we can see, they kill that guy, all these guys start rotating to B. But you can tell that Molotov, this Gizmo kid might have heard that and say, hey, this last guy's Palace. Obviously he didn't because he's, bad. But you could definitely walked out A there. Again, throwing grenades, really giving away your position. And, you take too long. This guy's already posted up because he heard that flash. Or they cleared up B, and then he came back towards A, and maybe that's what happened instead. So another gun round. At least one of them has an op. Get dinged too. Again, you're LMS, you're last man standing, and you're not really doing much in these situations, right? Your timing's pretty poor, and so you're not really able to catch these guys off. Except running speed here was actually pretty decent timing, but when you're kind of like in a 2vx 3vx situation, you kind of looks like you're kind of getting lost there, right? So just try to come up with a game plan and try to stick to it, right? Let's say, okay, my teammate's falling back, I'm gonna follow him until he dies, or I want to tell my teammate, hey, follow me, let me entry out, and then you trade me out, blah blah blah. When these clutch situations. And then when you're in these 1vx situations, you know, you gotta definitely stick to a plan. Be like, okay, if this happens, if I can get out A, I'm gonna try to clear CT and then come back and plant bomb, or I'm gonna get out on the site. If I am out on site, I'm just gonna plant the bomb, etc., etc. Right? Come up with these little mini game plans for yourself when you're stuck in these 1v clutch situations. So now it looks like you guys are gonna go towards B and, like, maybe, I don't know, do like throw smokes over and they'll land somewhere. Could be close, right? He did throw a smoke. And for some reason, you have this problem of always looking back. Like, it's good to look back when you have no teammates there. But you have two teammates here, there's no reason for you to look back. You should always be looking forward, getting ready for them to, you know, peek at you and getting ready to trade your teammate. And look at, you keep looking back, your teammate gets peeked on, and he's able to spray both of you down because you're not looking. So it looks like it's a really bad habit if you have noticed it a few times. While it's good when there's someone watching your flank, when there is someone watching your flank, try not to do it. So there's no reason for you to bring out the bomb here. You killed one guy on B, awesome. You should always expect the second guy to be either on site or a cat. And until you clear the entire site and you know no one's peeking cat, that's when you bring out the bomb. So that could have been really bad if there's another guy closer to site and you just run out with bomb. So you know this guy's empty pillar. You have an HE grenade. You can bank it off the wall. You see a guy mark it. Both of you guys were not looking properly. And now you have to toss the bomb over because you're in a bad spot, and you toss it to a bad spot. There's a guy still peeking market. He was gonna kill your teammate. Thankfully he wasn't, and you guys win this round. So 9-6, really good T side on Mirage. Let's fast forward it to pistol. Alright, 4v5. Really just gotta play some tight CS and hold crossfires, get ready to trade. Because 5v4, you guys, as long as you guys trade, you guys win, right? So it looks like they're just gonna rush towards B. That's probably their best bet. Teammates kill them. Ooh, 3v2. One of your teammates is lit. 2v2. Oh, 2v1. You saw that guy Van. You know he's Van Pillar. And just got his skin. Spray. Graze him, right? He dies. That's what you did. Well, there goes your lead. Oh, it comes right back. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Okay, you see, like, to me, it looks like you're just a really baity player. You're letting your teammates, like, you know, go first, and then you try to, you know, win out the clutches. But when it comes into like these clutch situations or these cleanups, you're able to trade if it's right there. But in these clutch situations where it's 1vx, it looks kind of bad, right? Like, it doesn't look like you know kind of what you want to do, and you kind of hesitate. And so in this instance, right, you have a teammate up mid. There's no reason for you to be right behind your guy's stairs holding connector. Because first off, if they walk upstairs, or if they walk up connector, they see the guy or stairs, top stairs, right? You should either be, you know, under balk or close ramp or triple or CT holding his ramp run out while he holds your palace, right? You being here serves no purpose to him because one, he's gonna die anyways if a guy does cut up connector, and two, you already have a guy mid, so you don't have to really worry about it. Like, as we see, this guy's mid. There's no reason for you to be here. Mid's clear. So this should tell you they're towards either one of the sites. So either they're palace ramp or they're in apps. And again, I don't know what you're expecting here. There you go. You finally get on the site about 20 seconds, 30 seconds after I said so. I'm not sure. I wasn't really keeping track of the time. And look at this. Easy frags. Ooh, they should have been easy frags. You know, sometimes Burston's your best friend. You don't always have to spray. Again, still at 5v4. Oh, they just got a fifth. So next round's going to be interesting. One of them's going to have really shit gun. The rest are going to have AKs. Oh, 2v2 situation. What the fuck? Nice, clear. 1v1. Oh. I mean, there's nothing really you can do about that. Your teammates on B died, right? And then your rotator died as well, and then it's up to you and those other guy to try to win the round. And it's like, they didn't really do their job well. It shouldn't have been a 2v2, it should have been like a 2v1 max. But, improper trading, that's what happened. So you guys are stuck with shit guns. Underback's really strong, right? Even with a submachine gun. It's really easy to get kills here because it's medium. It's like close to medium-ish range, right? So, alright, you see that guy sick. Kind of want to reposition yourself. They know where you're at. Maybe get on top bow, and then he throws a smallie. You know that he ran away. His teammate might run through it, right? Because it's a pug, but you know at least one was there and he ran back. So you tell your teammates, hey, careful B. They just ran back from A. Could be one palace. They could be trying to take mid here because no one's really spawned mid that well. And so this is just stuff you got to be able to read on your own and be able to tell your teammates. Unlucky he clears that. You're in a very clearable corner. A lot of people go there, right? Especially when they get ramp control. And if the T's leave, right, they're gonna. A good player will expect, hey, we left ramp for X amount of seconds. They could have pushed into this gate corner. They could have pushed in the T spawn, blah blah blah. So they're gonna be a little more meticulous when they come to the clearing. So instead of maybe playing in the deep corner here, play a little bit more to the right to where you're at an angle, and you might be able to catch them off guard. If it's in the beginning of the round, right, and you're able to get here and they're throwing smokes over, they might not expect you to be here right away. So playing the deep corner is good then, but it's very situational and you got to know when and when not to be in this corner. Teammates win the round, awesome. Your guys' economy is looking decent, but one round loss, and you guys will be broke. Whereas the T's, again, you guys just kind of reset them after they won a round. Only one other guy can really buy an AK and maybe drop one, but he goes for an op. The rest of the guys are going to have like pistol armor, maybe like a Galil or UMP. That was smoke in the beginning. That's, you know, if they're gonna rush, that smoke's definitely gonna kind of make them hesitant. I definitely try to save my smoke for a ramp again to resmoke ramp late, just because Palace isn't that much of a worry because it's a tight corner, and if they do happen to walk out, the only way they're gonna get down is if they walk down the ladder, which takes a good amount of time. So if you have regular intervals of checking Palace, you should be fine. And if they decide to, you know, come down, you'll hear them fall down as well. So honestly, if you have the smoke to spare, you can smoke palace. If not, then resmoking ramp's always good because they can just creep out ramp and Tetris and stuff like that. And I just don't like dealing with it. It's just a personal preference, and smoking palace right there in the beginning is up to you. Let's fast forward. These guys are taking way too long. See one guy there, throw flash, taking that battle. Good kill. Almost sandwich, dead. Here's guy sandwich again. Excellent. 13-7. You guys are really just dominating. Their economy is really bad. So saving here. A lot mid. Ooh. It'll be awesome. Now we're coming to another gun round. Okay, this is an okay position, right? I would more be comfortable with this position if there was someone holding my ramp, because this is a really good position to really catch someone that tries to walk out palace, because it's really hard for him to clear because he has to expose himself to, you know, stairs, jungle, triple, default, CT, and that's 5 different spots he has to expose if he's coming out palace to clear this angle. Whereas if this guy comes out ramp, right, you really don't have anyone watching it except for maybe the stairs guys, and you're kind of trying to watch the Tetris jump up, but he can see your shoulder before you see him, and you're more than likely going to die in this situation, right? But if you have a guy holding your ramp and you tell him, hey, don't expose yourself to palace, I have the walkout, that's a really good setup. Now, if you want to hold palace, be on the other side here that we see in the screen, and that way you're kind of covered from ramp, and you can kind of leave ramp open, but you can see them if they walk up. The only place they'll really be you can't see is under, like if they creep along under Bauk and they get under you, then it gets kind of tough, but it's really rare someone does that. And because you're not really watching the spot you're supposed to watch, and that's Palace, this guy Palace kills you because he sees your gun barrel. If you line up directly against the wall, he really can't see you, but since your gun barrel's looking a little to the right towards Tetris, he can kind of see the tip of it and he can kind of kill you. or kind of see you and then kill you, I should say. But now we're coming on to the last round. What I hope's the last round. Looks like it'll be. Yeah, it will. Boom, everyone's just, picking guys off, and boom, that's the end. All right, so that's really going to conclude this demo review. Your positioning needs a little more work, right? Your clutch ability needs to be a little bit better. Kind of work on that now. Think about that when you're playing. Hey, if I'm in a clutch situation, kind of how do I want to take this round? How do I win this round, right? Let's say it's a 1v3, one guy's A, two guys from B. I need to take this battle A and then try to win this gun battle. And then it's a 1v2 and then I have bomb down. And it's a little more, advantageous for me. All right, so kind of work on your clutches a little bit better. Your crosshair placement looks pretty decent, right? It's not the best, but it definitely is better than some of the crosshair placement I've seen today when I've been doing these demo reviews. So that's a plus. Okay, your grenade usage is okay. Try to, I don't know, use them a little bit better because I do see you dying a few times with your grenades in your inventory still, as well as get grenade binds. It's a lot faster for you to rotate through. Blah blah blah. Okay, and so as well as the other things I pointed out that I really can't remember at the end of this video, but you should be remember what they are. Okay, so thanks for watching. I appreciate you coming to me for a demo review, and I hope to see you again.